Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. Just wanted to chat with you guys for a bit, as I love to do. Um, actually, this is quite uncomfortable for me, and I it really pushes me outside of my shell. But I guess in a lot of ways, it does what I want done in the life I want to have. You know, the reality is we all can live a life by design, but we have to be willing to put in the work to meet the design, right? So we have to be willing to do what's necessary to get where we want to go. And I was listening to a guy a couple of weeks back in Houston, and it's kind of just been something that I've been chewing on. And we've all heard that saying: if you work like nobody will, you'll have. If you work like others won't, you'll have what they, will never get. But he said it a different way. And he said, there's a certain amount of energy you're going to have to expend to get from point A to point B. The sooner you do that, the sooner you can allow the effects of compounding to happen in your life. So let's just say that you have, you know, 100,000 hours to work. The sooner you work that, the more time you have for that to compound because you did the work early. I interviewed a gal, many of you guys have watched this, Rachel Richards, who wrote the book Money Honey and is really successful. And her and her husband, never having made more than $35,000 a year each, were able to retire by 26 years old because they worked incessantly and they continued to reinvest into their passive portfolio. And a lot of you guys are going, well, what's a passive portfolio? How does this work? What can we do to get that? And the reality is, at the end of the day, a passive portfolio is just something that allows money to be working for you while you're doing something else, right? And the reality is, if you're doing the work up front, you can always expect that work to be compounded. You can always expect that the sooner you get out there and put in that effort, the sooner you're going to see results. If you wait to plant your garden until July, you're not going to see a lot of results. But if you plant it in April, you're going to see more results, right? And so as we continue, and I have the I think the privilege and the opportunity to work with people and talk with them about what they want out of life, what they think their future looks like, and what their cash flow looks like, and to be able to sit down and plan with people about what's the difference between cash flow and appreciation and talk about these things. And I'm able to see how a lot of people don't understand that principle of putting in the work early. They look at it and go, well, I got to work 40 hours a week, so I might as well just work 40 hours a week. And I'm going to have to do that for 60 years or 40 years because that's what I've been told. And everybody does that because that's what they've been told. And it's the few that ask the question, excuse me, hi, why do I have to do that? That actually get somewhere that they can change the trajectory of their life because they're able to come at it and say, I don't want to do that. I want to do something different. I see things in my life happening a different way. And in order to make things happen a different way, I have to do different things. So, guys, at the end of the day, the choice is yours. Are you going to be someone that takes life as it comes, or are you going to be someone that takes life on your terms? I was talking with my wife the other day, and she was asking me a question about why I did certain things. And I thought about it for a minute, and I just responded very simply: I've never known any different. Right? My father was hard charging. My mother still is hard charging. We're talking about a woman that held a broker's license and had agents underneath her and was still sells real estate. I won't tell you her age, but she was selling real estate as a broker up until she was 70, right? This is nuts. These are people that have been financially secure since they were 50, but they still continue to do it because they still like the game. They still like the revenue. They still like what it provides them in their life. They still like the things and to bless the people with the gifts. And they do so much. They're always doing so much for others. And it's amazing to see how they choose to do that. But they're doing life on their terms. And when you create a life by design and you create life on your terms and you do it your way, the way that you want to do it, things change. the reasons change, the results change, the outcome changes, how things work change. Because oftentimes, if you're putting the work early, you're getting that compounding effect. If you're finally putting in the work at 45, at least you're finally putting in the work and you have 20 years to do something with before you're 75, then you may be able to get there, right? So the whole reality is at the end of the day, it's up to you how you do this, right? It's up to you to see how to make this work best for you. And if you really work hard, then you can get to the front of the line in a sense, right? Where you're able to make that reality your reality. So, what I'm saying, guys, is if you're wanting to know how to build a passive lifestyle, give me a call. If you're wanting to understand how you can have compounding effect, how you can put others to work for you, even though you still have a W 2, give me a call. If you're looking for ways to find tax advantaged ways to have other things, not people, but things work for you, because people call in sick, buildings don't call in sick, right? So if you're looking for diversity in your portfolio, or if you're looking to get started in that because you want to have the ability to get to a place where you have a compounding effect of you are working and your money is working and your asset is working and you're dealing with those things called cash flow and appreciation, and you want to know more about that, give me a call. Because the reality is at the end of the day, my goal is to help as many people as I can get out of the JOB, just over broke, where you're dependent on your employer's good decisions and decisions that align with your lifestyle and your choices and how you live your life to make sure that your reality and your world goes round. But what if you could take that back and create that life that you want, regardless of what your employer does? So I would challenge you guys, if you're looking for that kind of freedom, if you're looking for that kind of ability to step away or to have a second source of income, definitely give me a call. I can refer you to people in your area. I can help you with thought processes and sort things out. So, guys, take a minute, go right here, right there, shannonrubnet.com, right there. There you go. Never done this before. Go to shannonrubnet.com. In there, you'll be able to find a link to my calendar. Click on that. Let's talk. And let's figure out what I can do to help you on that journey of independence from a JOB and create appreciation that creates cash flow, that creates a lifestyle by design. So, guys, have a great week. We look forward to talking with you soon. Be blessed.